YouTube, what is up? I am ready to ride. I hope all you guys are doing good. Man, Utah, we have had a super long winter, and it's finally time to get out and ride. I haven't touched my machine really since my Baja pre-run. Sad. I love the Pro R, and I wish I could be out riding it more. But we have a big Moab trip coming up, and I needed to do like my initial break-in service. I've got about 1,100 miles on the Pro R, and it's time to get her cleaned up and ready to rock crawl. So we got our annual Louis trip to Moab. It's going to be a freaking blast, and I wanted to change all my oils, front diff, rear diff, transmission, engine oil, clean the filter, grease the driveline, just the whole deal. So I thought I would just show you kind of like what I used to do the service. I know I have a lift, it's not fair, but you can do this with or without a lift. There's a few tools that you're gonna wanna have to make this service go super smooth and easy. I'm really impressed with how easy it is to work on the Pro R. It's great, especially if you just get a couple of tools. It's really good. So let's get it up in the air. And I'll go ahead and show you like drain and fill plugs. We'll go over some of the tools. So as far as tools, you're gonna want a torque wrench. All the drain and fill plugs are basically about 13 foot-pounds. Polaris says like 10 to 14, so I set them all at 13 foot-pounds. Just a little torque wrench would be good. You're gonna need this style of fill for the transmission. Works exceptionally well. I'll link all this stuff on Amazon. You're definitely gonna want a set of ball Allen extensions. The main one that you use is the 8, and then you use the 6. So those two. This is a lifesaver. It's a syringe. It's the freaking bomb. So if there's anything you buy to do this service, the syringe is cheap and the ball Allens aren't too bad. I would at least buy those two to do the service. And then just a regular funnel for your engine oil. You're gonna want a T40 to take off your back little truck bed to get to the engine oil fill cap. I have my wheels off because I'm putting my Rockzillas back on, and I took my Desert tire and wheel package off. So it is a little easier to work on the Pro R just because the access is a little better with your wheels off. You definitely don't need to take your wheels off, but it does make it easier. So I used all Polaris fluids. Yeah, they seem to be good. There's probably other stuff that's good too, but 050 engine oil. This is your diffs, 8140. I noticed on Rocky Mountain, when I looked this up, it was incorrect. So I ordered this directly from Polaris. So make sure you get the right one for the Pro R. I believe it's a little different. And then your AGL, which is your transmission fluid. So I'm going to go over real quick, just like the levels. You're going to use about 5.5 quarts of engine oil. You've got 16 ounces that goes in the rear diff, 12.2 that goes in the front diff. So just one bottle will work for your whole rig. And then it's 29 ounces that go in the transmission. So one bottle will also work for that. Your drain and fill plugs are fairly simple to get to. So yeah, you've got the rear diff fill plug. They all have a nice access right there. You have your engine oil right there, which is the 6mm ball instead of the 8. Then you've got your transmission service there. And then we'll go up here. And we'll get to this guy, which he is kind of hard to get to. And that's where the ball, the 8mm ball, really comes in handy. That one's kind of at an angle, and I think that's why they recommend it. So I would definitely, you know, for sure, just get the ball Allen set and get that syringe. It will make your life easy. So now I'm gonna go ahead and show you the fill stuff. So we'll go back down. Both the fill and the drain plugs, you retorque them at 13 pounds, 13 foot-pounds. So super easy with that syringe. You can get right in. Well, it's kind of hard to see, but this one, just right there, that is your fill. And then the tranny, same kind of thing. It's just right up in there. And the cool thing about all these fills is that you can't really screw it up. So I just told you the amount of fluid you need to put in, but to be honest, they're all basically set. So as soon as fluid is coming out of the fill hole, it is full. So they're kind of dummy proof. The only one that you need to be careful with is the engine oil. The engine oil, you definitely don't want to overfill it. And it is about 5.5 quarts roughly. You might want to go a little bit less, like 5.3, then check your dipstick and add as needed, because that one you do have a dipstick. But yeah, you can't really screw up the disc in the tranny. Make sure you add fluid until fluid starts barely dripping out and you're good to go. I couldn't find the Polaris oil filter was out of stock when I ordered these. It might be in stock now, but I knew it was just going to be an automotive oil filter. So I just got a Wix. I'll link the cross-reference oil filter number for you guys. So super easy. I love how convenient it is to change the oil filter. There's no screws. It's just a regular automotive style oil filter. And then you got your engine oil dipstick to check that level. You have 4 Zerks for your driveline. You have one here. And this one, the angle of it and the way they've mounted it, I could not get to it with my greaser. But there's one there, one here, and then there's another one where it goes on to the transmission there. So there's 3, and then one more in here on this side of the transmission. So good to grease all those Zerks while you're up and doing it. And then I did take out my air filter and get that all cleaned up. And I blew out the clutches. Oh, and I did clean the spark arrestor on the exhaust too. I'd kind of like to get a new exhaust on this, but if I could drop some weight, but I don't want it to be noisier. So I don't know what I'm gonna do, but yeah, you do have your spark arrestor here. It's one bolt on the top there. Take it out real quick, clean it up. But yeah, service didn't take me long at all. With the lift, I mean, I probably spent about an hour just cleaning everything up, taking my time, and it went really well. So yeah, I'll link all the stuff. I'll link the oils. I'll link what you need to add to each diff and tranny and engine oil. I'll link all the parts for you guys if you want to help you do it. But really easy service, honestly. It really went well. So, all right, there you go. I'm stoked. I'm gonna work on my radios so they're a little more clear. And I got some better mounting positions from Baja. I was in a hurry and I didn't do the best stuff. I'm gonna try to get some cool footage for you guys this next weekend. We got our big fun rock crawling group. It's gonna be awesome. So yeah, look forward to a couple more videos. Hope everybody's doing good. And yeah, I hope you have a good 2023. Let's all go out and ride. All right, guys, thanks. I'll see you on the next one.